other than these 2 cases, is the testing kits. So can you talk to me a little bit about the urgency that I kind of felt that you guys were expressing, that you need these kits from the CDC? Why is that so important?
Yeah, so we are finally able to test here in North Carolina at our state lab, which is great, but we need the supplies. We need the reagents to actually let us run the tests. Right now, we're able to run tests. We have the capacity for about 150 people, but we know that we're going to need more, and so we're sort of raising the alarm now to make sure that we are getting what we need from our federal partners and from the manufacturers directly. So we're still working with the CDC to hopefully get those supplies. So far, we haven't gotten them from the CDC, so we've gone directly to the manufacturer. But I know the CDC is working hard. I know everyone is working hard on this. And so this is just about, how do we get what we need here in North Carolina to make sure that we can respond to this virus and make sure that we're testing and doing the things we need to.
And you said today you do expect more people to need to be tested.
We do. We do. We certainly will definitely need more testing, and I expect to see more positive cases here as we work through this. But testing is a really important component for us to know whether or not they have it, and then we can do our work to try to contain it and isolate it.
Yeah. Obviously, one of the things over the last week that you guys have said people have focused on, and we've heard people focusing on, is like these timelines of when people are out and about. What is something you can tell folks watching at home to sort of that they should be aware of and that they should keep in mind?
Yes. So what I would say is really understand whether or not you are truly at risk of an exposure. You actually need to spend quality time with someone in close proximity to really be at risk for getting coronavirus from someone, similar to being in flu. So just walking through the aisles of a supermarket or walking through the airport, that is not going to be something that's going to put you at high risk for catching those diseases. But that's also why we're saying wash your hands, disinfect surfaces, and if you're sick, stay home so you don't infect others.
That was going to be my last question. What is the importance of, if you think you're sick, even if it's not the coronavirus or the flu, but if you think you might have been in come in contact, what should you really be doing?
Yeah, we want folks to stay home, and really what that is, because as we're learning more about this virus, we know it impacts folks who are older and have chronic diseases. And so we're really trying to protect those in our elderly population. And so even if you're not that sick and you're like, that's fine, I can go out and do my, but you might be spreading it to other folks. And so if you are sick, we just ask, you stay home. Similarly, if your kids are sick, we keep them home from school if they have a fever. That's the rules during flu season anyway, to just use good common sense and just to try to protect our neighbors and our community.
Thank you so much. Anything you should add? Okay. Thank you. I really appreciate it.